the Man. I'm Jake.
And I'm Kristen.
And today we're going over the G39C gas airsoft blowback rifle. We have this one under our gas airsoft section for $219.99.
Yeah, first things first, I have to say that this thing feels awesome straight out of the box.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, again, just like the actual G36C. It's mostly a polymer, and it's nothing like a polymer that I've ever seen on an airsoft gun before. Feels like handling an actual SLR or USC or UMP, whatever. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
So because the body is polymer, it is super, super light, which of course I love. Now, it does have metal, but only in places that you would find it on the real deal. So the front, side and bottom rails are metal, however the top rail is polymer.
Yeah, and of course, you know, they did a great job replicating the actual G36C, like I had stated before, where it does actually have, you know, the G36C piston on there, but because this is just a regular blowback model, it doesn't actually use that, it's just there for looks. And then even with the style of magazine where you can clamp them together, just the overall detail of it is pretty impressive.
Now, it does have a 9.5-inch barrel, including the flash hider, which makes it pretty great for any CQB environment. Also, one thing I really like is if you get crazy and use vehicles in any of your ops, the stock is collapsible, so you can come in even closer and keep it really tight.
Yeah, it comes down to about 20 inches.
20 inches from the fully extended 29.
Yeah. Now, with this one, it is a G36C model, so it is compact, like she stated. Great indoor CQB gun, but you could probably run it outdoor just as effectively. It's a bit shorter than their actual K model, which is their carbine length rifle.
So one thing I really like about this particular rifle is that it is 100% ambidextrous. The charging handle flips out both sides and back to center, so you don't have to move anything around. The selector switch, the mag release, and the bolt release are all accessible to both right-handed and left-handed people, which gives it major props for me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Now, one thing that they did with this, to keep it as real as possible to appeal to the milsim crowd, the magazine capacity is 30 rounds. We also have spare magazines available, so that way you can actually complete your loadout. And the other thing that I really dig about this is it actually uses WeTech's open bolt system. So when you actually pull that charging handle to the rear, you don't got that big nasty brass bolt sitting in the way. It's their open bolt design, which I think it's awesome. I was really happy to see them switch over to that. So now, one thing my biggest issue I have with this rifle, if I may show you, is the hop-up adjustment. For myself, I have gigantic hands, so it's actually done by pulling the bolt to the rear, and rather than doing it through here like on most rifles, it's actually done on the very top. When you pull the bolt back, you can actually see the wheel right here, and it's really hard to get in there and adjust it. I guess I was trying to find an easier way to do it. There really isn't one, so you really just have to play around with it yourself.
On the upside though, it isn't too hard to take apart. Much like the real rifle, you only have to remove 2 pins to get it apart. So.
Very simple. Great design.
Alright, so as I always say, I love gas blowback rifles, but we have our chrono machine here, so I want to chrono it.
Let's do it.
So we're about to chrono it. We're going to use 0.2 gram BBs by Excel. Let's check it out. $395, $394, $390, $387, and $385. So yeah, you're gonna get it right around 390 feet per second.
All right, so for my star rating, I'm definitely gonna give this 5 out of 5. It's an outstanding rifle. It's incredibly sturdy. When I actually played around with it for a couple hours, it must have been over 1,500 rounds without any issues. It was an unbelievable rifle. Just played around with it for hours on end. Very sturdy, very realistic. I guess my only complaint is the FPS is a little bit high. It kind of jumps around, but that's to be expected with pretty much all gas rifles. So, and I'm okay with that. I know with the winter months going on right now, it's really meant for spring or summertime. But I would definitely consider adding this to my collection, especially based on the price.
Me too. I'm also going to give it a 5 out of 5. Ambidextrous everything really scores points with me. I love the weight of it. The polymer design really makes it a good weight. And I love the versatility of it. It feels compact even with it fully extended, but when you collapse the stock, it's really great for close quarters. I think it's just all around worth, you know, every bang for its buck.
Yeah, this gun has Milsim written all over.
Alright guys, well thank you for tuning in to AirSplat On Demand. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Jake.
We'll see you next time.